Today we're gonna be cloning a lavender plant. I got this from my lady. She wanted a lavender plant. So I'm gonna plant them in the front yard, about 4 or 5 of them. But instead of buying 4 or 5 of them, what I'm gonna do is I bought this one that's a healthy one, and I'm gonna take some clippings from it. And I'm gonna take about 6 clippings from it, and I'm gonna put them in some soil. It's gonna be like half cocoa Noir and half perlite mix in order to root them. But what you want to do is you want to find one of these stalks that doesn't have a flower on it, like one of these, and you want to cut it right at the base, like such. And when you cut it, I already did 6 of them. When you cut it, you want to make sure. Here's an example of one I already clipped. It doesn't have a flower on it. And when you cut it, you want to make sure that you strip all of the leaves off of it all the way up to the top. So let me put this down real quick. Only thing you want to leave is like on this one right here. Only thing you want to leave is like this amount of leaves right here. That's all you want to leave. The rest of these leaves all at the bottom, I'm gonna strip them all off, and then I put them in my mix. Now you want to make sure that you water it first before you put your cuttings in there. Just give it a good soak. And the thing about lavender is that lavender hates to be in wet soil. That's why I had to put so much perlite in it, because it needs to be like slightly moist, but very aerated. It has to have a lot of air in it. Air is good for roots. So anytime you cutting a seedling or trying to start a seedling, you want to make sure that you got very aerated soil, meaning a lot of, pretty much half and half perlite and seed starter soil, in order to make sure you got good air for roots to grow in, and make sure that you don't drown and rot your roots. Also, one other thing I forgot to tell you all is that it helps if you scratch the bottom of it a little bit, like this. Scratch the bark or the stem a little bit. That'll help it root faster. Like the little shavings on there, it'll help it root faster. Alright, this is what we got. And now I'm gonna water it again. I'm gonna spray it because, again, they don't like to have real wet soil. And I already wet the soil earlier, so I'm just gonna spray the top of it. And that ought to be good enough right there. And I'll just make sure that I come and check on it like once in the morning and once in the evening, to make sure that the top of it is like slightly moist to where I can feel water coming on my finger. But if I don't feel anything, then I'll just spray it a little bit, because I don't want it to be moist. You want as little water as possible. So I'll just spray it until, like, I'll show you. Spray it until you start seeing water leak out the bottom of it. And when you start seeing water leak out the bottom of it, at the bottom of here, then you know that you got enough water in it. And you start seeing water leak out. So I'll check back with you guys here in about 2 or 3 weeks, and we'll check to see if they're rooted. In about 2 or 3 weeks, we should be able to see roots through this cup. And if not, we'll wait another week or so. But whenever we see the roots, we'll wait about 2 or 3 more weeks, and then I'll be ready to transport them into their own pot because the roots will be strong enough. So about 4 to 6 weeks, they should be ready. And I should have about 5 of these, 5 or 6 of these.